Hi there, I just wanted to come in real quick before the video starts and say that this video is quite late from when I actually filmed it, and also I want to apologize for it being not exactly as editing savvy as I wanted it to be initially. I promise I'm going to get better with the editing, but at this point I just wanted to get it out because it was very well overdue.
Hey there, my name is Amethyst and welcome to Amethyst Treasures, a channel all about me having some small businesses, side hustles, whatever you want to call it. I am currently on a process of trying to go full-time with clothing resale, but I also have an Etsy and I also make money through YouTube as well as do a couple other small things. So if you're interested in learning more about working for yourself and doing all of that while also having another job, then keep on following the channel. I did recently get 2 new jobs, so it's been very hectic over here. And speaking of hectic, I've actually filmed the past 3 months what sold videos, and I just never ended up getting around to posting them. So even though this video is late and I look like a hot mess and it's very unplanned, I'm gonna do it anyways because I just want to get back into the swing of things with filming. This is a new channel, but I do have 2 other ones. If you're interested, they'll be linked down below. So we're gonna go over to Vendoo, which is my cross lister, and oh my gosh, guys, I've been using List Perfectly for the past 2 or 3 years, and I have to be completely honest, Vendoo knocks it out of the park. I am fully on the side of Vendoo now. I wish that I didn't feel so strongly about one or the other, but oh my gosh, Vendoo has changed my resale game completely. I've been doing minimal extra effort with my resale business and making 3 times what I was before while using List Perfectly, and I have so many, so less mistakes than I used to have while I was working with List Perfectly, so yeah, I like my Vendoo. So we're going to get onto Vendoo and look at everything that's sold in the month of February. Some disclaimers, as I am a small time reseller. I'm going to pop up on the screen the amount of pieces that I actually listed in February, which is substantially low because I was dealing with some personal things, but I don't list that much stuff. I don't have that much stuff in my closet, and I am selling things at a low price at the moment while I work on getting my ideal closet. I'm going to scooch over so we can put everything here in front of my rat cage. If you're interested in learning about my pet rats, that's in my second channel, Amethyst Corner. You're also going to hear my cats' bells on their collars because they are playing. But let's get into the first sale of the month, which was this On Focus dress. It is a size 6 petite. I've had this dress in my personal collection for a very long time and I'm already regretting selling it. It was such a gorgeous dress. It was like this really beautiful nude color with this black velvet floral pattern. Oh my gosh, it was just so beautiful, and it was A-line and it had the most beautiful halter neckline. It was so beautiful, and it actually sold full price on eBay. So with shipping included, the buyer paid $22.31, and I ended up profiting a total of $11.35. So how I'm going to do my videos is basically tell you how much it sold for total, including shipping. I do include that in because my fees get taken out of the shipping cost anyway, so it's kind of lumped all together. And then I'm going to tell you my total profit, as well as put up on the screen a little picture montage and like what I did my description for and all of that good stuff. So I had listed it for $20 and I sold it for $22.31, which means it probably was ended up being listed as something less. But anyways, that was a really awesome sale. It was super quick and easy. So the next item was a bundle of 2 like tank type styled shirts. This first one was this motorcycle t-shirt, kind of brandless, like a Ross brand. I listed it for $15 and it bundled up, and my profit on this item, I basically split the fees and everything with the other item, was about $6, and it was also about $6, as you can see, for the other item because I think I had listed both of them at $15, but this is a Coachella. It was like beaded halter crop top, so definitely not exactly what I would find trending any longer. I was honestly so excited for both of those to move because both of them have been sitting in my closet for forever, so definitely not something I recommend you pick up, but I got both of them for free. The next item here is a bra. So if you saw in my haul video, I had a bunch of bras. This was one of them. It sold for a total of $25 even on Poshmark, which was my full asking price. Oh no, sorry, that was a deal. Someone had offered me $25 and I accepted. And it was by the brand Third Love. Third Love in general does really well. So I was really excited to have that go out. And yeah, it was just this really nice piece. What's funny is as soon as I had listed it, Lori from Lori's Boston Found actually had the same bra in a different color that she found at the bins like I did. And so she also had one listed like shortly after I did, which I just thought was really funny. But yeah, I made a profit of around $17 after fees and all of that good stuff. So then the next item that we have here, they are going nuts, is this Monsta X. This is this is actually a K-pop band, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it was K-pop, but this is basically one of those things that you can only get when you go to that specific tour. So I have 2 of these, and I got them for free, kind of. I got them out of a storage locker, which I'm planning on doing that again sometime soon, and I hope to be able to vlog the situation. But I had 2 of them. They were in perfect condition, and I listed them as like 2 individual pieces, and one of them sold like literally the day I listed it. I listed it around 5 o'clock and it sold around 8. So that was pretty crazy. It sold for my full asking price on Mercari. So after fees and all of that good stuff, it was $16.92. But anything K-pop related usually has a pretty good following. That other one has been sitting with no movement. It's gotten a few likes and stuff, but other than that, it's been, you know, no offers or anything. But the first one did sell very quickly, so love that. Definitely something to keep in mind. Look for things that have a big following and a fandom base, because those ones typically do pretty well. And then I have this shirt. This was a Lucky Brand tee, but it was also a Lucky Brand Chevy crossover thing, and I ended up selling it for $25 with shipping. I believe it sold full price. No, so I must have accepted a deal of like $20 and then the $5 shipping, and then with costs of or fees and all of that kind of stuff, I made a pretty penny on that one. That one was a pretty easy sale as well. They just went ahead and purchased it after the offer was sent. So yeah, love that. Lucky Brand in general, they're like bread and butter. You can make around $25 give or take pretty quickly in my experience. And then of course, because it had Chevy and everything, it just added to that. There were a few other sold comps, so it wasn't like super rare, but still. The next item here is something that's been in my closet for forever. This is an A-line skirt, just the basic Ross version A-line skirt, or Ross brand I should say, and it ended up selling for $80 finally on Mercari. And for Mercari, my buyers do pay for shipping, but I don't factor that into the price because Mercari doesn't charge you for shipping costs, because I do use Mercari labels. So whatever they buy it for, they pay for shipping on their own, and I don't see any kind of fees or taxes based off of that shipping, so I don't include it in this. So my profit for this skirt was around $5, and I think I had it listed at $11, but I had initially had it at $20 to $15, you know how it goes, so was very happy to move that, even if it was for very cheap. This shirt was so beautiful. I bought this in a really big Goodwill Bins haul. I had intended to put this into a whatnot show, and I did, but it was a whole show for like cottagecore and fairycore and all that kind of stuff, and I was really hoping someone would want it for that show because it was just so perfect for that. No one ended up taking it, but it is loft. It was a size 4, I believe. Oh, it says medium in the title. But this was an item that I had taken and put the original photo into photo room after I had listed it, and very shortly after I changed that initial photo, it ended up selling. So I am using photo room now for all of my listings, and I do feel like it has made a pretty big impact. Again, I'm a smaller seller, so for me it's worth the cost per time to change my backgrounds because I have a pretty small shop in general. I'm not having people coming to my shop for random things that they're just searching for. I really want to create a following base type shop, so it's worth it for me to have my background color be a little bit pinky and have my logo on it. So that's why I ended up doing that. But after I did that change for this one, it did end up selling. They probably accepted my 10% offer that gets sent out automatically through my Posher apps. Then this sale was really exciting. This one was sold through Depop. I found this dress at the bins, and I picked it up because I thought it looked very much like Wednesday Addams, and I was like, at the very least I could sell it for a little bit because someone's gonna want this. It was velvet, it was A-line, it had an open back, it had a zipper, it got pockets. It was so cute. And the brand was Lauren James. It was an extra large, which also I was like, yes, I love picking up larger sizes because it's so hard for people to find sizes that fit them sometimes, and I just like to be able to provide provide that for people in really cute clothing. So I was really excited about this, and I ended up doing some comps and realized Lauren James is a pretty good brand. So I would definitely be on the lookout for this. There were other dresses exactly like this one that ended up selling for around the $80 mark, but I did take a bit of a hit on this one, and by hit, I don't even mean hit, because I made a profit of around $40 on this one because I got it at the bins, and it ended up selling on Depop for $57. I paid $8.18 using pirate ship for my shipping label and sent that out, and yeah. So I ended up listing it for $8.70 and took the offer for $57 just because I wanted to move it. So yeah. And then the next one that we had here was pretty cheap. It was a Victoria's Secret pajama pant that I picked up at the bins, and I didn't realize there were stains, so I accepted an offer of $11. I had listed it at $15, and I accepted that offer because I didn't notice the stains before, and it was a very lightweight piece, so I was making money on it no matter what. So I was like, you know what, let me just move this and get it out. This sale was probably the most exciting sale I've had in such a very long time. So I was at Plato's Closet with my boyfriend shopping, and I noticed these shoes up on the back racks that they have where all the good stuff is kept, and oh my gosh, I fell in love with these Doc Martens immediately. I already really love Doc Martens, but these ones they were a sandal with fur, and the fur had hearts imprinted on them. I was so in love with these, and they were a size 5, so I knew that they were going to be too small, but I had asked them, like, can I look at it? And I put it against my foot, and I was like, there's a very good chance I could fit this. And you know what? I would have been able to, but the straps were too tight. So it was actually the toe strap that was, like, made up of a leather, so it didn't stretch, and so I couldn't fit into it because my toes were too wide. I was so sad. I was so sad because it was so cute, and they've got the heart buckle and the heart and the fur, and just, oh, it was so perfect, and it was like really platform. But anyways, I bought them for $40 at Plato's Closet, and I ended up selling them on Depop for $115. I had listed it for $120, and they sent me an offer $5 cheaper than like what I had asked for, and they paid for shipping. So I was like, okay, yeah, I don't mind that offer whatsoever. Very generous offer. The next item to sell was this baby fat bikini top. It was super, super cute. It was like paisley with like gold embellishments and just, ugh, so cute, Y2K. And this one ended up selling for $18. I want to say that was my full asking price too. And of course buyer paid for fees and stuff. And I ended up making around $9 profit, give or take a couple cents, and I was very happy with that one. This was another item that I used Photo Room, and I truly believe that it helped because it's really hard to find good photos of bikinis. Okay, so then the next item to sell after this one was this curvation bodysuit, and oh my gosh, so basically you could see it sold for $20, which was an offer. I'd offered her $15 and she took that, and it was $5 shipping. Cost of goods was $1 because I got it at the bin, so I made a profit of around $10, give or take, because I did have some, I do run ads on my eBay listing, so that fee is included. It was really cute, nice lacy piece, and I did not say that there was padding, and I did not say that there was wires. So I shipped it out. I put on my little sticker that says, oh, because for my eBay listings, I really want a lot of really good reviews on eBay. So I have a sticker that says, please leave me a review. So she didn't like that it didn't have underwire. I never said it had underwire, and you could see in the photos, I actually like was bending the part that the wire should have been at, and you could like so clearly see that the wire wasn't in there anymore. And she like sent me a message saying like, yeah, she said, you can bet your sweet life that I would leave you a good review. She's like, you have some nerve to sell me a curvation shapewear without the underwire. Anyway, I don't know. I try to be a very honest seller. I always disclose when there's flaws as much as to my knowledge, right? I even texted her back, was like, oh, I'm sorry that you don't like it. You can return it. Like, I even told her, I was like, I accept returns. Just return it if it's not what you want. And she didn't like that, so she left me a neutral review, basically that said, that I didn't know that underwire should be shipped with it. Basically, something along those lines. And it was just very, like, kind of demeaning. And I regret doing this. I was not rude to her or anything, but I did have a request removal or whatever to have her change it. And a request change, I don't even know. I didn't know though that when you do those requests, it actually gets sent to the buyer so that they can change their review. So I have no doubts that nothing's gonna come of that, if not make it worse. So that's why I kind of regret it. I'm like, ugh, I should have just let it be, because she did leave it neutral and not negative, so it didn't technically affect my account. So I definitely, if I had known that, I didn't. I was like, I saw it. This is my first negative-ish review ever, so I was like very like red-eyed, did not know what I was doing, didn't really take the time to consider the situation, and although I don't think I'm doing like irreparable damage and I was not rude by any means, I still kind of wish that I had slowed down and just let it be instead of requesting a change for the review. So anyways, I did that. I regret it. But I also gave her a pretty good deal. It was $25 initially, and I let her have it for $15 without the shipping. So anyways, this is an item that I've had for a very long time, I think 3.5 years now. It is this Cherokee sweater. It is a 6-month Cherokee sweater, super cute navy blue color. It sold for $12 over on eBay. I believe I accepted an offer for this one. I've had it for a very long time. I just wanted to move it. And it looks like I must have, because with shipping it was $12. So yeah. And then I had this Nike's men's shirt that sold on Mercari. It sold for $16, so I profited around $12. And that was an offer to buyer, and they accepted. So I sold that shirt. Love that. Another Mercari sale, and this one was so sweet because she left me a really nice review, and I live for kind reviews. Like, they make me so happy on any platform. A good review literally makes my day. But she left a nice review about the product and how much she loved it. But it was this beautiful Maxine of Hollywood vintage swimsuit. If I had to narrow down my entire closet to just selling 2 things, it would be vintage slips and vintage swimsuits. I love, 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 love picking them up. They usually are super cheap to buy, and they make a pretty good profit because they're vintage, and so, you know, there's not as much of them around. But this one right here was just this beautiful one piece with a black background and beautiful flowers, and I just was so obsessed with it, and I'm so glad that she liked it. Its listing price was $30, and I accepted an offer of $23, and I shipped that out to her, and she loved it. Just like, look at the pictures, guys. Oh my gosh, these things are so beautiful. I love them. I've sold a ton before, and I will continue to pick them up because I just love selling them. This next piece was an Old Navy micro skirt, which again was one of the items that I had a regular photo for, and I put it into Photo Room and re-uploaded it with a Photo Room photo, and it sold so much faster the second time around. I had it listed for $6, and it sold for $16.40 on Facebook, and that sale went through just fine. But yeah, that was a pretty good pickup. Micro skirts tend to do pretty decently for me. They might sit for like a couple of months, but never for too long, and especially now that it's springtime going into summer, I'm sure you could find a good micro skirt to sell. And then of course those navy brown colors, army green, army brown, those colors are kind of like evergreen for me. I can always sell those, so that's just something to keep note of. This next item I've also had for quite a while. It is by the brand Xena. It is a vintage floral denim vest, and oh my gosh, so beautiful. I just love vintage. So it was like this ruffled acid wash denim, and then on the front it was a panel of these very beautiful vintage like floral patterns, and it had the buttons and everything, and it was just so cute. And let's see how much I sold this for. So I've had it for quite a while. It was listed for $25-ish, and it sold on eBay for $26, which so that must have meant, I think I took a $20 offer or something, and with the shipping. So I was very happy with this. This next one was a Facebook Marketplace sale, and this was from another piece of clothing that I got from a locker, and so I probably had maybe 20 cents into this item. I sold these American Eagle jeans. They were distressed, and I just was like, you know what, take them. Aeropostale, sorry. So they sold for $8.20. They paid for shipping. I made $7.59 on that, which is crazy because I think that is actually not my worst sale of February, but it was just funny. I was like, oh my gosh, do I even have these anymore? But I did. So those went out to someone, and they got a really awesome deal on some used jeans. This next item was a New Tags Polo Ralph Lauren 3T Kids, and oh my gosh, the lowball offers I got on this. So I sold it without the hanger, but I photographed it with the hanger just to make it look a little nicer. I requested, if you want the hanger, let me know and we could change the shipping, and you could totally take that home too, but it doesn't come with the hanger. So it sold on eBay for $18.92, which was the full asking price and the full shipping price. So they outright bought it. Actually, I did run a 15 or 10% off sale, so it was probably one of those two because it's 92 cents. So anyways, and I made a profit of around $10. When I tell you guys, the lowball offers I got on this were just mad disrespectful. I was getting $3 offers almost every single day. Someone had offered me $5, and then someone had offered me $11, and I had listed it for $15. I was like, like 15 is the lowest I'll go because the idea was let me list it real low so I could just push it real fast. And within, I had it listed for maybe a week. And then it ended up selling. And it was just crazy because I just got all of those lowball offers, and then I got an $11 offer, and I was like, should I take this? And so I was gonna wait on it. I was giving it the full 24 or 48 hours, whatever it is. And within that time frame, someone came out, right, and just purchased it. So that's what I like about eBay is if you're getting traction on your items, if someone sends you an offer, even if you decline it, you're still gonna get a little bit of traction from that item. There's been so many times where someone will send me an offer and then someone will come at the last second and just pick up the item full price, or send me an offer that's like so much better. So that's something that I really like about eBay. That I don't really hear people talk about very often, but that is just my experience. Of course, I don't know if that's actually legit, like what's happening. This next item was this Oshkosh Bagosh. I hate that name so much. It's so difficult to say. These little denim overalls, super cute kids clothes. I got this one, and all of the kids clothes came from the same storage locker that I purchased years ago, like literally 5 years ago when I first started reselling like legit. So maybe not 5, maybe 4. But anyways, these ones ended up selling also full price from, I think full price, but it was $15.45 including shipping. I've had them listed for a while. I went ahead and took extra like new photos of them like late last year and had it uploaded, and yeah, I believe it did sell for full asking price, so love that. They were super, super cute. I'm not picking up kids' clothes anymore. I did for a little bit, but it just, they sit for a while and I'm not about it anymore. This was a bundle that I was really excited to see because it was technically 3 items that I was very much so worried I'd have to just donate. This Gilligan and O'Malley bralette has been sitting in my closet for a year and getting so much traction. I've gotten offer after offer and comment after comment and like, is this still available after this? Is this still available? And it finally sold in a bundle for $15. So I did take like the full bundle price and I tried to do the math. So this is taking into consideration that there is bundle payments involved with this. So I ended up making $11 profit on this, which is so awesome. So very happy about that. And then these were 2 skirts that I was not sure if they were ever going to sell, but they are by the brand Bisou. I hope I'm saying that right. They were a size extra large pencil skirt. They reminded me a lot of like the LuLaRoe pencil skirts, but like with a lot more shape and sturdiness to them. And I had 2 with the same size, and I had them listed separately and I had them listed as a bundle, and they actually got a pretty decent bit of traction. And I noticed that the brand has some stuff that sells really well, some stuff that sells for like $5 on Poshmark, so I wasn't really sure where to list this, but it ended up selling in this bundle. It sold for $29, or no, I had it listed for $29, and it sold for $15 for the 2 of them, which is like pretty decent. So I got $30 for the whole bundle, and they got 3 items. So technically every item individually sold for $10, but yeah. I'm happy to move these because I've had them for a while. I got them for free, so there wasn't any kind of issue with selling them for cheaper. So I was really happy someone got a cute little bundle here, and she left me really sweet feedback, so I was very appreciative of that. So the next item was this strapless bralette, or strapless bra by the brand Victoria's Secret. This is one of their they're like big bandeau ones that have a really thick waistband. Oh my gosh, I just realized is it waistband? This part right here? I guess so. Interesting. Anyways, I sold it for $27 on Poshmark, and I made a profit of around $18. This was actually something that my sister gave me like years back, and it's just never fit me right. I am very small chested. This is all padding right here, and it was a 34B, and it still didn't fit me. So ended up selling that, and it made pretty good profit because it was in great shape because I never wore it because it didn't fit. So that is pure profit. I wrote cost of goods $1 because I'm fairly certain I I had like paid my sister for it or something. But yeah, that was what sold. So we're gonna go over to our analytics because I love me some analytics. So for the month of February, my total revenue was $561, but my profit was $327. That's pretty great for having only listed 21 items. So again, February was not my month. I was dealing with a lot. I was dealing with pet loss. I was dealing with pet sickness. I was dealing with depression, and my anxiety came like full swing. My PMS symptoms were way worse than usual, and if you know, you know, that can completely derail your entire month. So that was going on, as well as some financial struggles, and I started 2 jobs in the month of February, so a lot was going on. But it was still better than the month prior. As you can see, these are the stats here, and you can see where I got all my revenue from. Depop obviously makes sense. I had those 2 pretty large sales, and so, you know, that was great. And then eBay is just where I make the most amount of sales, so I have some earnings there. You can see my top selling category was skirts for women, which is pretty ironic because I feel like I don't sell skirts very often, but there you go. And you can see how many I sold on each marketplace. eBay is my main bay as, oh my gosh, don't tell me I just forgot her name. I literally had it and then I said it and I forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna put her name right up here. She says that. She says eBay is my main bay, and I love that. It makes me really happy. But anyways, that was my stats for the month of February. I feel like I did pretty decent considering the situation, and I'm just so excited to see where this resale journey continues to go. Stay tuned for some vlog style resale content, for some hauls, for what sold videos, for work with me's. I want to start doing those so badly. They're my favorite types of videos to watch, and I can talk for hours, so I could totally do that kind of content. But that is all that I had for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, let me know, because that is very important. You have to let me know so that I can thank you for being here and welcome you to the crazy club. So with that all said, I hope that you have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye!